I'll just start off by asking, how are you feeling?
Feel great. Feel great. Body's feeling really good. Arm's feeling good. Had a really good off season, and just been raring to go all spring. And it's been body's been feeling really good. Been bouncing back really well. So it's been so far so good.
How do you kind of approach a situation where you're battling to make the team? In comparison to maybe the last couple of years, especially last year, where you expect to.
I've been here before. In 23, I signed an NRI. Just got to go out what you can control. Just make good pitches. Keep getting better outing to outing. That's really all you can do. You can only do so much with stuff out of your control, so you just got to go out there and just keep pitching and being available.
I imagine an off season, after the year had to have been interesting, to say the least. Like, what was the goal? What was, I guess, the focus?
It was actually pretty normal off season for me because I finished healthy. Took a week off, threw a little bit more than I normally do. I got ramped up a little bit earlier just because I had the time off. So just threw a little bit earlier, but same lifting schedule, PT stuff. But I had a daughter, so that changed some things. Sleep-wise wasn't good at first, but it's getting better and better every day goes by. But it was a pretty normal off season for me.
What did you kind of take away from last year? The ups, the downs, on the field, the injuries, everything kind of went up.
It was just more of when you get kind of just perspective of it, when obviously coming off a great year the year prior and had a really good start that first series, and then arm just didn't bounce back, and it's just a very frustrating 4 months of just a lot of trial and error stuff, and obviously I didn't finish the way I wanted to, but it was more of just reflecting of I was more happy just to be able to pitch and be healthy again rather than sit on the bad results that I had. So it was just more motivating going in the off season to just get better and just kind of bounce back and have a year like I did in 23.
Do you feel capable of getting back to that type of form, that 23 form?
For sure. I've definitely been making some good adjustments this off season, getting more consistent. I've been making some really good pitches, staying down the zone, throwing a new splitter. My sweeper's gotten a lot better years prior. So I'm getting on it every outing. I'm getting better. Command's been getting a little bit better. So definitely. Sky's the limit, really.
What's going into the splitter?
What was the reason?
Yeah.
I think one of the main reasons why my arm was hurting because I was an overpronator when it came to my changeup, and I think that put a little bit extra stress on my arm, and I started messing with it in January, just played catch with it one day and then just jumped on the mound and just started throwing it and had some good metrics on it, so I was might as well try it. So it's been getting better and better. Got to work with Strami a little bit with it, and he's really gave me some good cues, and it's just gotta just keep throwing it.
Did you ever throw one before? Tinker with it?
Never. I literally played catch with it in January 10th, threw a bullpen the next day with it, and it was moving a lot and it worked, and then I was just whatever, might as well try it. Yeah.
Not modeling it after anyone, or?
No, not really. Like I said, I have bigger hands, so it's not a splinker or anything like that. I got to work. I played catch all off season with Casey Mize, so he's got with Detroit, and he's got a good splitter. So he was helping me just with my sights and how he threw it, and we kind of did a lot of trial and error with different grips. We found a grip that worked. Came here, and then I adjust my grip a little bit with Strom, and now it's been really consistent. And I got a strikeout with it my last outing, so it's been a good pitch so far.
What's he been like to work with? Strong.
Oh, awesome. I just old school, and I've always enjoyed those coaches. Some of the best coaches I've had in the minor leagues were old school, because that's how I came up. My dad played, and I had a lot of coaches that were just older school baseball, and I really, really enjoy having good baseball conversations with him. And he's got some just old school tricks in the trade that'll help you, and stuff that I've never even thought about that he's told me from 60s, 70s stuff. So it's pretty cool to have him around, and he's obviously his tenure everywhere else has been so good. He's worked with some of the best pitchers in baseball, so it's fun to be able to pick his brain and just have him help me out during during the spring training.
It's got to be unique too. He's the old school guy, but he's also known to be someone who embraces the new school element of the game too.
Yeah, I think he's perfect for what we needed. Like he's a good blend of like old school and new school. He can give you some of those old school techniques that really have worked for hundreds, like 100 years, and then he can also talk to you about metrics and things like that that's been around for the last 10 years. So it's fun to be able to talk to him, talk baseball with him, and he's just a really nice guy. He's very easy to talk to, so he's very easy to approach, and he really just wants to help everybody out, which I really enjoy.